The Salt Lake Hardware Building is a historic structure that was built in 1909 as a response to the development of the Great Transcontinental Railroads. At the time, it was the largest warehouse building west of Chicago, and possibly the largest in America. Now this 115-year-old building has undergone a major renovation and is now a popular office and meeting space. Diversified Fall Protection was asked to bring this historic building into compliance with OSHA standards.
Well, we first got a call from Layton Construction. They had a building that was quite old, and they needed to bring that building up to compliance. The building was a wood structure with a fairly new roof, and they emphasized the importance of not putting a lot of holes in the new roof so they wouldn't void the warranty.
So when we first saw the Salt Lake City hardware building, our first concern was definitely that we were going to have to do a lot of reconstruction and a lot of reinforcement. Usually we have a problem putting 5,000-pound anchors on that kind of roof because it's an older building and that wood structure. You never know if there's rotting or degradation of the structure.
Our task was to take this 105-year-old building and bring it up to compliance, all the while maintaining the historical look of the structure.
Our installers went on site and got us pictures and measurements of the roof and brought it back to the engineering team to help us determine what next steps were needed.
I feel like we have one of the better engineering teams in the fall protection industry because our team thrives with challenges like this.
I think this is where we excel. We see a problem on a building and we're able to find a solution to meet those needs. The great thing about this specific job is we were given free rein to attach the roof structure and install it the best way we saw fit.
Our design team fabricated an anchor that we were able to install from the inside of the building. It made our penetration smaller and we used fewer penetrations.
A typical anchor install, we're usually putting the anchor base plate directly on top of the deck. In this case, for the building needs, we had to go from the bottom of the roof structure. That basically meant that we had to go that much higher, so our design criteria had to be that much stronger for the anchors to withstand that required loading.
The challenge with these specialized anchors was their size. They weigh 96 pounds each, so we needed to put our own hoisting rig up on the roof. We dropped a rope down through to attach the anchor inside the building, and this was used to control the weight of the anchor from overhead. We used our own block and tackle and hoisted them up until they were attached to the bottom side of the roof joist. Overall, there were 71 of these anchors, and we installed them in 5 nights. It was a lot of work, but we did it efficiently.
Made for a little bit of an install challenge with the weight of the anchors, but once they were installed, tested and certified, we kind of knew they were fit for the job. The issue with this project is that the cornice would push the users too far away from the windows and they couldn't reach them. We wanted to provide an outrigger system for them to drop their ropes and other rigging equipment through to get them closer to the side of the building. That would change the load on the roof and convert the vertical downward forces into vertical upward forces.
We did both of these on the wood deck structure and we were able to meet our code issues. All in all, the project went really well. The owners were happy, the contractor was happy, and so were we. They had asked us to supply anchors that would allow them to perform facade maintenance and clean the windows around the entire perimeter of the building. We were able to do this by utilizing low-profile anchors and rigging sleeves, and that allowed us to maintain the original look of the cornice.
We often have clients that present difficult challenges to us where we need to find a balance between what is safe for workers and what the building needs. We believe we found that balance with the Salt Lake Hardware project.